ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः। ॐ समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। हरि ओम, salutations to all. शुभ जन्माष्टमी, शुभ श्रावण सोमवार. So we are seeing the Jyotirlingas and सौराष्ट्रे सोमनाथं च श्रीशैले मल्लिकार्जुनम् उज्जयिन्यां महाकालम् ओंकारे परमेश्वरम् केदारं हिमवत्पृष्ठे डाकिन्यां भीमशङ्करं वाराणस्यां च विश्वेशं त्र्यम्बकं गौतमी तटे. So the eighth Jyotirlinga today we see is Tryambakeshwar, Gautami Tate, on the banks of Godavari, or which is also called Gautami Ganga. So Nashik. Here near Nashik is the Tryambakeshwar. Now Brahmagiri mountain is the source of this Godavari, and on the banks of this sacred river, Bhagwan Tryambakeshwar's mandir is there. सह्याद्रि शीर्षे विमले वसन्तं गोदावरी तीर पवित्र देशे यद्दर्शनात् पातकमाशु नाशं प्रयाति तं त्र्यम्बकमीशमीडे. So Sahyadri Shirshe, on the peak of Sahyadri, Vimale Vasantam, the purest place. Mala is impurity, Vimala is free from impurity. So in the pure place of the Sahyadri mountains, on the peak where Bhagwan Mandir is there, Trambakesha stays there. Godavari Tira Pavitra Deshe. And where is this place? Sahyadri. Sahyadri is huge, but this specifically Godavari Tira, where there is the flow of Mother Godavari, in that sacred place, Tambakam Isham is the Lord Vasantam who stays there, who has manifested there, and whose darshan, yad darshanat patakam, the sins, even the most terrible sins, quickly they get destroyed. Ashu Nasham. Nasham Prayati. They go away. So, to that Lord I worship, I praise. That Lord I praise, I worship. Trambakam Ishamide. Now, Tryambakeshwar Jyotirlinga is one of the most unique Jyotirlings because it is not only Shivji who is there, in the form in which Bhagwan is there. So, Tryambaka literally means three eyes. So, the Lord who has three eyes is manifested there. So, in the Garbhagriha, one will see generally the linga will be on the top. Here in the center, you will see three small 1 inch protrusions which have come out. And so generally it is said it is not only Shivji, but even Brahmaji, Vishnuji, all the three are there. The Trinity is there. One meaning is the Lord of three eyes. So those three represent the three eyes of Bhagwan. And three eyes of Bhagwan are symbolic of various things. So sun, moon, and the fire. Then objectivity, compassion, intuition. Like that, different aspects the three eyes represent. And so one meaning is that Bhagwan, who has the sun, moon, and the fire as his three eyes, is manifest there. Or who dispenses justice with compassion and who invokes the intuition in each one, that Lord is there. Or Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, all the three are there. They are one only actually, but as the functions that they do, creation, sustenance, and destruction. So three different aspects. All of them are there in the linga. And Godavari is considered as sacred, just like Mother Ganga is sacred in the whole country, but she flows in the north. Same way, in the south, it is this. So after Vindhyas is considered the south. In our understanding, south means only 4 states. Now 5, Puducherry also. So we think it's only Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, not even 5, 6 now. Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Puducherry, only this is the south. In traditional scriptural the description, you will find that below the Vindhyas is the south, above the Vindhyas is the north. So Nashik comes in the south, and then so it is said that Godavari is the Ganga in the south, and it is called Gautami Ganga because it is associated with Rishi Gautama. So Tryambakeshwar Linga is situated in this sacred place in the Sahyadris on the banks of Gautami Ganga. And how did Bhagwan come to manifest there? So Ganga Devi and so Gautam Rishi and Ganga Devi both are responsible for the manifestation of Bhagwan. So that legend we will see. Just like Bhagirath did a lot of penance to bring Mother Ganga onto the earth, same way Gautam Rishi did a lot of penance to bring Ganga ji to the south. And so that is Gautami Ganga. And this is one of the most sacred places where, like we saw in Ujjain, the Kumbh Mela happens. In the same way, here also in Nashik, the Kumbh Mela happens when every 12 years in the Simha Rashi, Brihaspati enters. And the sun also is in Simha Rashi. Then this Kumbha will be held, and taking a dip in the Ganga, Gautami Ganga, there considered very sacred. Now, this mandir, what is the legend? So, Shiv Puran, Koti Rudra Samhita, in that it comes that Maharshi Gautam, he we know Gautam Rishi even from the time of Bhagwan Ram, so Treta Yuga. his wife is Ahalya Devi. And so Gautam Rishi and Ahalya Devi, they were staying in that very region and where Brahmagiri is. And they did lot of tapasya there also. It happened, it so happened that at some point in time there was a long period of drought and no rains, crops are perishing, cattle is dying, people don't have water, it has become very dry, barren. And so water was very, very scarce. Then at that time, Gautam Rishi did tapasya, and in 6 months' time, he pleased Varun Devata. So Varun Devata manifested there, and Gautam Rishi requested the boon that he wants is please shower some rains and let this drought end. So Varun Devata says that as per the will of Indra and based on karmic various reasons, rains are not happening and I can't go beyond that mandate. So what you do is you dig a huge pit here, and I will ensure that you have a perennial source of water. And so Gautam Rishi does that as per the instructions. And that's where he says that the source of the Ganga, so Varun Devata creates this uh, perennial source of this water. And that's how it is, it becomes a Tirtha Sthan. And he says that this will be known on the earth by your name because you have done the tapasya, and it is Gautami Ganga. So that is one aspect. So how first of all Gautami Ganga comes into being. Then this water, when it has started flowing there, naturally now the land becomes more and more irrigated. Uh, People have enough to drink, water is there, forests, it is actually animals and all of them, they all are able to, they are happy. And slowly that a region starts having enough trees and greenery and all that. So many people come there, migrate, they come and stay there, settle down. So many rishis, munis, their wives, their families, other people, animals, many, many. So it becomes a nice, proper settlement like before. Otherwise, people had started going in search of water. So it had become deserted, barren, nobody is there. Now people have started returning. So this is in the Shiv Puran, one beautiful aspect is given here that the great people are such that they will be moved by the difficulties of others and they will ensure that they do whatever best is possible to remove their afflictions and sorrows. And for that, if they have to go through difficulty, they don't mind, they don't bother. That is their vision of oneness, the love and compassion that they have. So he says here that उत्तमानां स्वभावोऽयं परदुःखा सहिष्णुता स्वयं दुःखं च संप्राप्तं मन्यतेऽन्यस्य वार्यते. So this is the quality of the great people. What is that? Uttamanam svabhavoyam. Para dukkha asahishnutā. They can't bear the sorrows of others. Swayam dukkham cha sampraptam. They may go through some inconvenience, discomfort while removing the sorrows of others. Manyate anyasya varyate. They don't bother about that much. They bear it, forbear it. Selfish people exactly ulta. They don't bother about the dukkha of other people. They want comfort. Even if somebody else is in trouble, it doesn't matter. My life must be comfortable. I don't care if others are suffering or not. And then he gives the next, Shivji, the Shiv Puran gives the next verse. This is Koti Rudra Samhita, 24th chapter, 24th and 26th verse. Four pillars, he says, uh, on the four pillars on which the earth is balanced as though. This is an analogy. Dayalu, Dayalurad, Dayaluramadasparsha, Upakari Jitendriyaha, Etaischa Punyastambhaistu, Chaturbhirdharyate Mahi. Chaturbhirdharyate Mahi. These four are the pillars on which earth is balanced. Obviously, it's not that there are some proper pillars in the space and then the earth is balanced on that, but earth maintains its balance because there are pairs of opposites, good and evil and heat and cold, pleasure and pain, all that. So there are pairs of opposites in the world. So how is the balance maintained between these? So these four aspects very important. What are they? So one who is dayalu, so compassion is the first pillar. Then amada sparsha, who is not having pride and especially doesn't have false pride. One is to have pride for what I have done, what I have achieved, what who I am, what status I have, what money I have, all that. But false pride is having pride of what is not mine. Take somebody else's and then you know feel proud about it. That is false pride. Or bask in some reflected glory. Some relative of mine, maybe my son, maybe my brother, maybe even my some sister-in-law, brother-in-law, somebody I know who has done great thing, but I feel, I am their brother, I am their spouse, I am their father. And one takes so much pride in that. So false pride. So one who is compassionate, one who has no false pride is humble. Then upakari, one who is uh, helpful, especially to those who are in distress, who are in need, upakari, and jitendriya, who has mastered the senses, who is not a victim of the senses. These are four very important qualities of a devotee, also of a seeker, and one who and those who have these, they actually are the people who maintain balance on the earth. That's what the Shiv Puran says. And Gautam Rishi is having all these four qualities, and that you will see now. So Upakari we already saw. Jitendriya, so he is sitting and doing tapasya 6 months, felt compassion for the beings and invoked Varun Devta. So he has done tapasya, he has been dayalu, he is Upakari, and he did not say that you put a private fountain in my kutya to Varun Devta. He did tapasya and he said, actually you bring rains for everyone. But Varun Devta could not, so he gave a perennial source of water. And Gautam Rishi did not say that, I have done it all by myself and it should be beneficial only to me. I have dug in the hole by myself, so the water should remain in my custody, my control. Upakari, it is for the all. And no abhimana. So amada sparsha. He doesn't have some pride and ego about it. I have done this and you people, you went away when there was no water. What did you do for this? No pride, no ego. Happily let everyone benefit. That's the beauty of knowledge. Knowledge must bring humility. And when there is bhakti, when there is sharanagati, then naturally that humility also comes. Knowledge also brings humility truly, as well as the bhav of bhakti, seva, daya, all that. They all go together. So now what happened? um, because now water is available, people are able to also do their daily duties, including Gautam Rishi. So Nitya Karma they can do. So they can do Arghya to the Surya, they can do Abhishek to Bhagwan. Like that, there are daily duties which one can do. So everyone started engaging in that, and the crops have started growing. So the rice and the jaw and jawar and so many other things, they have started growing, and those are used to do the havan. Navadhanya is used in the havan. So the idea is whatever the prosperity and growth that has happened in that area, they are not only enjoying the benefits of that, but they are using it for doing the spiritual sadhana. Especially Gautam Rishi is anchored in that. So he continued to do. Uh, and now, so many people who have started coming there, listening to all this, they start coming and they settle down in those areas. What happened in course of time? uh, some people, some of the rishis and their patnis, rishi patnis. So specifically, rishi patnis there, some of them, uh, they became jealous and they are upset with Ahalya Devi and Gautam Rishi that people are giving them so much of importance, and we are not getting our due recognition, and they started feeling a sense of insecurity. It is not that Gautam Rishi or Ahalya Devi are behaving in some way where they feel they are superior, but people themselves are praising them or giving them enough, showing them more respect, reverence, and others are now jealous. So now when they are jealous, then what they do, they instigate their husbands that do something about it. What is this? And you're just sitting quietly, and they respect him so much more. What about you? All that. So they instigate now. So when this happens, um, some of them, they worship Ganesh ji. Now look at the thinking. So they worship Ganesh ji, and in some time when Ganesh ji is pleased, they ask a boon. And what is the boon? That you do something in such a way that all these rishis who are here, settled here, they become upset with Gautam Rishi, they fire him, they get angry at him, and they send him away from this place. Now, Ganesh ji said that, Arey, first of all, when you do tapasya, you have to do tapasya for purifying the mind. And when you seek a boon which is for the benefit of all, and for your welfare as well as for others' welfare. Why are you wasting this boon? Because Gautam Rishi is a great Rishi and he has done tapasya for the well being of everybody. And there is no point in becoming jealous and creating some kind of a conspiracy and then sending him out from here. So he says this, aparadham bina tasmai krudhyatam hanirevacha उपस्कृतं पुरा यैस्तु तेभ्यो दुःखम हितम नहीं यदा च दीयते दुःखम तदा नाशो भवेदिह. So there is no point of becoming angry at him because there is nothing wrong that he has done. So I can't give him any kind of a punishment. And if I do any of that, you will only get hurt. You will only get harmed. So he says that though he has done more upakara for you, and he has helped your sorrow to be ended. Now, if you give sorrow to him, uh, it will not be good for you. And so, whoever does that, they only get destroyed. Tada nasho bhaveriha. See, this is one thing we have to always remember. We generally think that negative forces are very powerful, and they want to trouble the good. They want to trouble the people who are you know walking the path of the divine. But if we are strong in our sadhana, that is called sadhana nishtha. If our sadhana is strong, even if somebody is doing something negative on us, it will rebound on them only. And if something happens for whatever reasons, there is some karmic consequence which is being settled out. So one does not have to worry, because many times one worries, oh, somebody will do black magic, somebody will do this, somebody is doing this prayoga, that vashikarana, or this uchatana, and all that. If one is anchored in one's own sadhana, one's own Ishtadevata will protect. We don't have to worry. Otherwise, enough forces are there. Like it's a physical body. If immunity of ours is very strong, there may be bacteria, there may be virus and all that around, even inside us, but we will still be healthy because there is the battle that is on. The immunity will be there, it will fight out. Same way, the good karmas and the grace of Bhagavan and our sadhana, bala, whatever is there, Bhagavan will protect. We don't have to worry. So Ganeshji says that, there is no point in thinking like this. You change your thinking. um, when you have done tapasya, then you should attain higher uh, evolution, and you should seek boons which are sattvic, which are beneficial. Why do you want to destroy yourself? And especially when Bhagwan is pleased, you ask for something which is uh, positive. So why do you want to waste this opportunity? Um, so when he says that these rishis are possessed by the jealousy and insecurity and all that, um, so they don't want to budge. And so what happens? They insist. So Ganeshji even tells them that you are instigated by your wives and you are not thinking right. I am telling you what you are doing is not appropriate. Don't ask this boon. But these rishis have a discussion amongst themselves. Um, and so they are adamant. They want this boon only. So now Ganeshji said, okay, you have done tapasya, you are asking for this. I have told you the consequences. Now, if this is what you want, so be it. But whatever is the consequence of it, you have to deal with it. So, Ganeshji said, okay, fine. And what did he do? So, there is a field, there's a farm where this grains, etc., are growing. So, Ganeshji takes the form of a very weak old cow and goes there to the farm and starts grazing on the crop which is there. At that point in time, Gautam Rishi was there in the farm. So what does he do? Uh, he took one, there is that grass. So he just took little bit of a grass and he tried to, uh, slowly cajole the cow out of the field. Just simple grass, little bit of grass, what is there, he took that and he's trying to take her out of the field. But the moment that grass touches her, the cow falls down and the cow is dead. Now these brahmanas who are there, these rishis who are there, they are watching all this and they run and come there and they say that, look, what is this? He has killed a cow. Gohatya dosha is on him. That is one of the most terrible sins. And Gautam Rishi wonders, what did I do? I just put some grass and I was trying to slowly, I didn't even touch her, hit her, there was no stick, nothing. With the grass, I am just touching her and trying to tell her to go away. Definitely, there is some other thing happening here, and maybe Bhagwan is upset with me for something or some karmic reasons are there. It's because all of them came and then they started accusing him that you are a Go Hatyara and you have done this terrible sin and now you have to repent for it and all that. They start, you should get out from this place. So they start accusing him. uh, they say that you have to go away from here. We don't even want to see your face because if we see your face, we will get sin. All that kind of accusation they started putting on him. Uh, till you are here, this Agni Devata and the Pitrus, they will not even take our offerings. So all our spiritual efforts also will be wasted. And so all this they cook up from their head because they want him to go. Not only that, they start throwing stones at him. Now, Gautam Rishi, he says, okay, fine, I will go from here and stay somewhere else. But you tell me what is the way out of this? And so he left actually. He wanted to understand few things and then he was ready to leave. So he's asking them, you tell me, how do I come out of this? Because they said that till this Gohatya dosha is on you, you can't come back here. So then he asks them, how will this go away from me? And so they say, now you listen to what all they say here now. What prayaschitta he has to do. First of all, till you have this dosha, you cannot do any yajna and yaga. And no deva yajna, pitru yajna, you don't have adhikara to do. This all they are saying. It is, see, please remember, this is the rishis who are instigated by their wives who are under the grip of pride, jealousy, insecurity. They are talking. Now, don't quote this portion of the Shiva Puran and say that a person who does this is not eligible to do yajna and this and that. This is the mindset of the rishi. The Shastra is not prescribing this. These rishis who want to trouble Gautam Rishi, they are saying all this. So one should not take it out of context and say, ye likha hai Shiv Puran mein. So they say that you don't have adhikar. Then you must do pradakshina of the earth 3 times. Then when you finish that, you come back here, 1 whole month you have to do vrata. Then Brahmagiri Parvat, 101 parikramas. This much if you do, then your Shuddhi will happen. Or you bring Gangaji here and take a dip in Gangaji. And 1 crore Parthiva Lingas you have to make and worship Bhagwan Shiva through that. Then again take a dip in Ganga and do the parikrama of the Brahmagiri mountain 11 times. Then take 100 pots of water and do the abhishek on the Parthiva Lingas. Then your Uddhara will happen. So 2 options they gave him. Now Gautam Rishi said, all right. So he chose the second option. He said that, okay, I will create this Parthiva Lingas, 1 crore Parthiva Lingas I will create and I will worship. Then I will do the Parikrama of Brahmagiri also. And so he does the Parikrama of Brahmagiri first, Parthiva Lingas he creates and he starts worshipping. And Ahalya Devi also is with him. Both of them are doing this whole thing. And Bhagwan Shivji is very pleased, very happy. He manifests. So when Shivji manifests there, he says that I am very pleased with your supreme devotion. In some time it happens, not immediately. He worships and all that, whatever rituals have to be done and abhisheka, etc. he has done. And anyway, his mind is pure mind. So Bhagwan manifests and he says, I am very pleased with your bhakti and seek a boon. Now Gautam Rishi is very thrilled that Bhagwan has come and the very form of Bhagwan, uh, he has tears in his eyes. Bhagwan himself is manifest here. And so he does the stuti. And some one long stuti he composes, he does it, and then he prostrates to Bhagwan. And he says, Oh Lord, you please make me pure. Let this dosha go away from me. And Bhagwan Shivji says, You are very blessed, you are already very pure, and you have not attained any sin at all. This whole thing was done by these rishis because they have jealousy in their mind, and just by looking at you, the people in the world will become free of sin. So you are that pure. You don't have any impurity in your mind, and no dosha has come to you. And people who will come in contact with you, they will also develop more and more devotion. Uh, and you yourself are such a abode of virtues, values, bhakti, all that. And so they are the people who are the papis, duracharis. You don't take this upon you at all. Those who even look at them, they will get as though some negative vibrations and they will feel. So you don't think that you are a papi and you don't take the guilt. And Gohatya is a very big dosha, especially in those times, earlier times, and scriptures give so much of, you know, uh, negative effects about Gohatya. So he says here that they are kritagna. They should be grateful that you got the Varun Devata and you got the perennial source of water to flow. But instead of that, they are kritagna. They are so ungrateful, and he says that their uddhar is very difficult. So Gautam Rishi, then he replies to Bhagwan that, in fact, Bhagwan, I think that they have done a great service to me because if they had not accused me, I would not have done this Parshivalinga Puja and your darshan I would not have got. So I have no hatred against any of them. In fact, I thank them that because of them, I could have your darshan. And you see now how he has his attitude, how it is. He could have defended, he could have fought, he could have said, No, I have not done anything, prove this to me. And they could have taken a Rajasic way, they could have fought with each other. But he says, No, I will do the Prayaschitta and he worships Bhagwan. Now, please remember the contexts. Sometimes it's not that every time somebody does something wrong to us, then we don't have to fight at all. In this context, Gautam Rishi doesn't. In some other context where we have to fight out, we have to fight out. There is no other solution there. In this context, it's an individual decision, and he by his temperament is a peaceful, selfless person, and he doesn't feel any hatred towards them. He uses this opportunity to worship Bhagwan. And he shows also love, what we saw, no daya and upakara and no ego and sense control, all that he has. So such a person acts much more maturely, does not just react, holds back, controls, does not feel the need to prove oneself to others. If they are thinking that he has done Gohatya, etc., okay, so what is the solution? And he does a tapasya. Bhagwan also is pleased. And he does not even have a hatred against those rishis that I did so much for you. And why that is not there? Because the ego was not there earlier. I have only brought this water. There is no ego of that. So he doesn't have any feeling of revenge or anything. He says they have done the good only. Then Shivji says that you are the greatest amongst these people who are there, and I am very pleased. Ask any other boon that you like. So he says that if you are very pleased, then please bring the Gangaji here. Meaning, please let Gangaji flow here. And Gangaji is there up in the north. Please ensure that Gangaji flows here. And so he fell at the feet of Bhagwan Shiva, and Bhagwan Shiva, for the Lokahit, he has asked for Gangaji to flow. And so Gangaji manifests there. As per Bhagwan's will, Gangaji manifests there in the form of the Devi. And when she is there, Gautam Rishi does the stuti of Gangaji also, prostrates to her, and Gautam Rishi uh, says that you are the one who purifies all the three worlds, and you are so blessed. You reside on the jata of Bhagwan Shiva, from the feet of Bhagwan Vishnu, from the Kalash of Brahmaji. So very, very blessed you are, and we are fortunate that you have come here. Uh, you please purify me. Bhagwan Shiva already said you are pure, but this rishis had said that, bring Ganga here. So, okay, Gangaji has also come. So he prays to Gangaji also, please purify me. And so Shivji says that you do what has to be done, O Ganga, and you remain here till the 28th Kali Yuga of the Vaivasvat Manu. Okay, so Gangaji has been given the command. Now, Gangaji says to Shivji that if I am the purest of all the rivers and I am the most glorious, uh, then you should stay here on the banks. If you consider me as the purest amongst all the rivers, I remove the sins of all, then you please stay with Mother Ambika and all the other Ganas. You must stay here on my banks. So Ganga said, when she prayed for Bhagwan to be there, Bhagwan said, you are very blessed, and know that you are not different from me, yet since you have asked, I will be here. So this is how Gautam Rishi and Ganga Devi, they both pray to Bhagwan and they want Bhagwan to be there. Gautam Rishi first did the Parthiv Pujan, then Gangaji came, Shivji came, then Gangaji, and then both of them have asked, Bhagwan, you please stay here. And so Bhagwan stayed there in the form of Tryambakeshwar. And so they all did the puja of Shivji. Now, Ganga Devi also, she saw that when Bhagwan has come there, Ganga Devi is there. Now all the Devatas, Rishis, Siddhas, many of them, they have also come. So the Devatas, they say, Devatas, they tell Shivji and they tell Ganga Devi that if you are very pleased, you not only you stay here, but bless everyone regularly. Whoever comes their darshan when it happens, please free them from all the sins, all that they ask. And so Ganga Devi says that yes, we are anyway staying here now. Ganga ji is there now, and Bhagwan is also there. So Ganga Devi says, you all also must come and stay here. And so Gautam Rishi, he has been freed from, he did not have any sin, but whatever false accusations are there now, all that has also got cleared. And she says Gautam Rishi will take a dip and I will go. If there is any special status that you feel in the Devatas, Ganga has a special status. How is it known that yes, Ganga has a special status? Because I am here, Gautam Rishi will take the dip here, he is purified, whoever comes, I will also purify them. But you are telling me to stay here all the time. How do I know that there is any special status that Devatas give to me? Now, it's not that Gangaji wants some kind of a recognition, but this is a Leela. So you see what happens now. So Devatas, they say that no, no, you are very, very sacred. And then they say that when Brahaspati will be in Simha Rashi, Surya will be in the Simha Rashi, then we will also all descend here. And that will be the Kumbh Mela that will happen on your sacred banks. And that will destroy the sins of so many people, all the jivas who come here. Even so, accumulated sins of jivas. Because every day we are not able to take a dip in the Gangaji. So whenever one goes, so once in 12 years, if one goes to the Kumbh Mela, then one takes a dip. So whatever sins are accumulated, all that will get destroyed. So you have that special status. We also will come down here. And so that is how that Kumbh Mela also, that parampara has started. So Haridwar, Prayag, Ujjain, Nashik, in these four places. Of course, the four drops of nectar have fallen in these four places, and hence the Kumbha happens and it rotates between these four. But this is an extra legend associated with that. And they also say that you will be called as Gautami Ganga, Godavari, and so that river which was started by Varun Devata, that is a perennial source of water. In that now this Gangaji also mixes, so they become one. And hence this uh, is the story behind Jyotirlinga. Bhagwan manifests there, Gangaji is also there, and Devatas also come there during the Kumbha time. And so great significance is there of this place. ज्योतिर्लिंगमिदं प्रोक्तं त्र्यंबकं नाम विश्रुतं स्थितं तटे हि गौतम्या महापातकनाशनं यः पश्येद् भक्तितो ज्योतिः लिंगं त्र्यंबकनामकं पूजयेत् प्रणमेत् स्तुत्वा सर्वपापै प्रमुच्यते. So one will be free from all the sins even if one sees. Of course, if one worships, one does the puja, etc., then more and more one gets purified. Jyotirlingam Trambakam hi pujitam Gautamenah Sarvakama Chatra Paratra Paramuktidam. So it will fulfill all the desires also. Gautam Rishi himself has worshipped this linga. Now this is the story. Now if you think about it, they try to accuse him, they try to pull false accusations on him. The world will have such people, and the good people will have to go through all that accusations also. Now what happened to those rishis? Did they get any bad karma? Because we are interested in that, they should suffer. How did they trouble Gautam Rishi? This Gautam Rishi should not go through. See, that is Bhagwan's justice. Bhagwan will do what he wants to do, and the karma phala will come to them. But the fact is, when Gautam Rishi took it in a sattvic way, he got glorified. Bhagwan came there. Now they wanted to send him away from there, but instead of that, Bhagwan only came there and started staying there. Now, what more can be glorious? Those who are burning in jealousy, they will further burn in jealousy because they could not only not harm him, on the contrary, much more good happened to him and through him for everybody else. So their karma itself will destroy them. If the negative jealousy, as long as it is there, and whatever karmic consequences will come, it will come. Our mind should be more interested in the way in which Bhagwan manifested there and how Gautam Rishi handled the whole situation. He did not bother to fight with them or blame them, accuse them, none of that. He took it positively, he did his tapasya, Bhagwan manifested. So, this is a beautiful story, and there is a lot of description given here that Godavari becomes seven streams: Vasishtha, Kaushiki, Vriddha Gautami, Gautami, Bharadwaji, Atreyi. These seven streams, the Godavari flows there in seven streams, it seems. Uh, and there is a lot of significance given of the Godavari. So it is said that Amritam Gautami Vari, Amritam Swarnamuchyate, Amritam Gobhavam, Chadyam Amritam Soma Evacha, Gangaya Varinajyena Harinyena, Tathaivacha, Sarvebhyopyadhikam Divyam Amritam Gautami Jalam. So this is Brahma Puran 133, 16th and 17th shloka. Very nicely it is said here that Ganga Jal is Amrit, Swarna is Amrit, cow's ghee is Amrit, and Somras is Amrit. But the water of Gautami or Godavari is the best, even greater than these four: Ganga Jal, ghee, Swarna, and Somras. So like that, the Mahatmya is there of Gautami, Ganga, and Godavari, and so whenever we go, one should take bath in the Godavari and then go to the mandir, have darshan of Bhagwan. I'm just going to share here this picture of, some of you have gone to Tryambakeshwar, you know. If you have not gone, uh, you can see here. And then whenever you have a chance, please go. So this is the linga, you will see here. So this is inside. Generally, there will be a protrusion of the linga above the ground. It is elliptical and above the ground. This is inside. And the small three protrusions that you see, these three, they are the three eyes of Bhagwan or Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. They have the both symbolisms are there. So that's how Bhagwan is worshipped. The Abhisheka is done, flowers, etc. are offered. So at specific times in the day, you can see this linga as it is, and at other times they put this mukha, Shri Mukha. One is like the silver and other is a gold one. Gold one is put on special occasions only. So this is the like a Shri Mukha which is put, and then Bhagwan is worshipped. So one can even go in the Garbhagriha and do the Abhishek. When I went there, we all could go inside the Garbhagriha, sit and do the Abhishek there, and then come out. So this is the beautiful Jyotirlinga, Tryambakeshwar. So we will today meditate on Tryambakeshwar. Sit erect, the head, the neck, and the spine in a straight line. Close your eyes gently. Relax the shoulders. Let your hands be in your lap or on your knees. Palms facing the sky. Come to a comfortable posture without any strain in any part of the body. Thank Bhagwan for all the blessings and challenges that one has. Feel grateful to the Lord for all the good things, all the good people. Also thank Bhagwan for any critics, any people who may oppose us. Through them, Bhagwan teaches us various things. Maybe not have dvesha for them. Maybe see what is beneficial, what is good, and drop the rest. So if you have a dvesha towards anyone who is your opponent or a critic, drop that dvesha, surrender it to Bhagwan, and free your mind from it. Suggest to the mind that for the next 30 minutes I am steady and still without any movements. I am alert, awake, and quiet. Second auto suggestion. Third one, I am a seeker or a devotee, and my goal is realization of the self. Let your breathing be slow, steady, and deep. As we say she, take a breath in. As we say va, exhale. You can mentally chant she and va as you inhale and exhale. She. Va. She. Va.
Continue at your own pace. Be aware of each and every breath. It is telling us that our nature is Shiva. We are not the Jiva. The body is a tool. The best tool for sadhana. May we take care of the body as an equipment, but know that I am not the body. I only have a body. I am consciousness, which is the witness of the body, the breath, the thoughts. In the space between the two eyebrows or in your heart, visualize a circle of white light. Invoke the auspicious form of your Guru. Feel that you are at the feet of the Guru. And with all devotion and surrender, chant Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tvameva Mata cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva
सर्वं मम देव देव ममेव सर्वं गुरुदेव देव. Offer some flowers at the feet of the Guru, perform a pradakshina, come to prostrate in front of the Guru. May the grace and guidance of the Guru always be with us. Repose the form of the Guru back into your heart. Invoke the auspicious form of Bhagavan Tryambakeshwara. There are three small appearances in the linga, in the circle which is in the center. They are the three eyes of Bhagavan. There is the yoni around it. There are some bilva patras offered to Bhagavan. Feel that you have some water of Godavari river with you in a pot. You have offered or offering some water to all the three stones which are there. You are offering a little bit of milk. And once again offer some water as the Abhisheka. Now we invoke Bhagavan Tryambakeshwara. Sahyadrishirche Vimale Vasantam Godavari Tira Pavitra Deshe Yaddarshanat Patakamashu Prayatitam Trambakamishamide. Prayatitam Trambakamishamide. I pray, I praise and worship Bhagavan Trambaka, who is on the peaks of Sahyadri, who is on the banks of Godavari, in that sacred place, and whose mere darshan destroys even the greatest of sins. Keeping this form of Bhagavan Tryambakeshwara, when you have done the Abhishek, offer the water, apply some bhasma on Bhagavan, on all the three eyes, offer some bilva patra, and now invoke the Shri Mukha of Bhagavan that is placed on the linga. The Shrimukha has the Jata of Bhagavan. There is a crescent moon on the left side. Bhasma is applied on the forehead. There is the third eye. The other two eyes are looking at us. They are fully open. Bhagavan has a gentle smile on his face. There is a mustache which is there on above the lips of Bhagavan. There is a garland offered around the neck of Bhagavan. On the whole yoni, around Bhagavan, on all the sides, Bilva Patras are offered. Then there is a row of red roses. There are yellow flowers around the red roses. Then you see the boundaries of the silver yoni, which is carved beautifully. Keeping this form of Bhagavan in mind, we chant his name, which comes in the Veda as Tryambakaya. Om Tryambakaya Namaha. 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 Om Trambakaya 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 Namaha. ॐ त्र्यम्बकाय नमः। 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 त्र्यम्बकाय। Continue mentally. With each name, you are offering a Bilva Patra to Bhagwan. Conclude the offering of the Bilva Patra. Light some agarbatti. Offer it to Bhagwan. Ring the bell as you offer it. Light a lamp. Hold it steadily at the level of Bhagwan's eyes. Ring the bell as you offer the lamp. Chant the Gayatri mantra. Sprinkle some water on the ground after that. Om Bhur Suvah. Om Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Keep a plate of fruits. Open a small banana. Chant the Gayatri mantra. Sprinkle some water on the fruits. Om Bhur Suvah. Om Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. With a tulsi, You can offer some tulsi on the fruits. Hold one tulsi in your hand and offer naivedya to Bhagwan. Om pranaya swaha, om apanaya swaha, om vyanaya swaha, om udanaya swaha, om samanaya swaha, om brahmane swaha. Offer water 3 times in a plate. Light a camphor. Ring the bell. Do the arti of Bhagwan. Om na tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam nema vidyuto bhanti kuto yamagnihi tameva bhantamanubhati sarvam tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. Offer the arti to Bhagwan. You take the arti with both hands. Apply on your eyes and on your head. We have done the Manasik Puja of Bhagwan. With 3 eyes, Bhagwan is looking at us. He is Tryambakeshwara. His 2 eyes are eyes of objectivity and compassion. May we know that whatever comes in life is as per our karma, and Bhagwan is very compassionate to give us our karma phala. He does not want us to suffer, so he gives karma phala with compassion. May we accept life as it comes, as his prasad. The third eye is the eye that burns away attachments, ignorance, worldliness in us. It is the intuition through which we come to know the self. The sun, the moon, and the fire are also the 3 eyes of Bhagavan. Whenever we see the sun or the moon or the fire, may we remember Bhagavan. May we know that Bhagavan is looking at us through the sun, the moon, and the fire. He also nurtures us and nourishes us through the sun, the moon, and the fire. May we see him in us, around us, and may we realize our oneness with Bhagavan. Perform a pradakshina around Bhagavan, offer some flowers to Bhagavan, prostrate in front of him, feel that his love and compassion, his grace flows through his eyes into you. We seek forgiveness for any errors of omission or commission. करचरणकृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वापराधम् विहितमविहितं वा सर्वमेतत्क्षमस्व जय जय करुणाब्धे श्रीमहादेव शम्भो जय जय करुणाब्धे श्रीमहादेव शम्भो. Repose the form of Bhagavan back into your heart. Be aware of your breath. Be aware of the body. Be aware of the happenings around you. We pray for everyone's well-being. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Rub your palms, place them on the face, gently open your eyes. Questions? Okay. Hari Om. Thank you.